I can't look you in the face. I don't wanna have to lie. I wanted this love to survive. Now when I look in your I feel paralyzed.
Hello and welcome to another wonderful day of Legend Esports. Today we got something special. Today we got both of the Snake teams going at it head to head in the very first game. And in the second game, we got Vipers again facing off, if I remember correctly, it was the Sharks. So, uh, any comments on the games we're going to see today?
Definitely excited to see what goes on here tonight. Both these teams are performing very, very well so far, considering their standings as of now. 7-1 for the Rattlers, 6-2 for the Vipers. This could even up the playing ground just a little bit, especially since we are going to playoffs very, very soon. So I'm super excited to see how the Rattlers will play because they are in sole possession of first place right now, and this game could help cement them with that first place. But if the Vipers do manage to take this one, it could swing things a little bit in their favor. Maybe let them contest that number one seed here going in to the end of the playoffs. Things are looking pretty interesting.
Yeah, especially don't forget to look out for the mid laners of both. Vipers have changed their roster a bit. This is the first time we're going to see Vipers with their new ADC, and now they have Rock on Tower in the mid lane with Protoga in the bot lane as support.
Mm-hmm.
And
Things have
then
changed it a little bit,
is
yes.
it Baifu? Is that
I
spelled
think
as
it's by
I
Faru, but
by
I'll just say
Faru?
like by or by.
Um,
Pretty easy to say that
mhm.
way.
But he is now the ADC replacing Awesome Sheep. How do you think that's gonna that change is gonna affect Vipers at all?
Well, I mean, putting Pratoga back on his main role could make things a little bit better. Pratoga playing mid for most of the season now has been switched
Mm-hmm.
over to that supportive role back where, he popped off left, right, and center throughout so many leagues. So I'm super excited to see him back there, see if he maybe brings out a signature pick or two. But things are looking pretty nice so far. What more can I say then? I think she was a little bit of an unfortunate happenstance there, losing that diamond player, that diamond AD carry, but
Mm-hmm.
Bife has been proving himself so far. Riper's still maintaining that high positioning in the standings.
Yeah, no, I do agree. They're 6-2 for a reason, so they're doing something right. And
Most
and
definitely.
then on top of that, you have the Rattlers who are just been stomping almost every single team.
Yep. I think they did drop their first game last week, actually, though, to the Wizards. So,
And that
Sheep lost there in game number
was that
one.
Rattlers or was that Tigers?
Oh, might be the Tigers, actually.
I
I
think it
might be
was
incorrect.
Tigers they beat. I could be
It
wrong.
was the, it was the, yeah, it was the Tigers.
It was Tigers. Okay. Because I think I actually no, I do remember Rattlers lost to Tigers on string.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was their
Oh,
first loss.
we just lost a lot of people. Oh, okay. I guess we are going to be remaking the lobby real quick. Let's get that
Oh,
rolling
okay.
here. Yeah, but both these teams looking pretty spicy here as we do round out the season here. Very, very close to playoffs, and this is where everything matters. Get these games going. They need to get these, getting these seeds, getting the buys into, the semis, getting ahead is going to be very, very helpful. Just, stopping them from having to play an extra series, keeping them out of that losers bracket, which is very, very important.
And then I don't know if you guys talked about last week with the on the pre-made on LAS draft. I mean on LAS pre-made or the LRS pre-made or not, but the ADC changes like with Ezreal and stuff. Do you think you're gonna see an Ezreal today?
Uh, I think Ezreal could definitely be in the works here. Still, he's definitely blind pickable. He's very, very strong in the meta, but he does require some comfort. You have to know how the champ works, in order to get that to happen, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
overall, very strong champ, but you need to have the right hands. You can't be just constantly frontline Ezreal. I know a lot of people who
Oh
will
yeah,
accidentally start pushing too far
I do
forward.
that all the time. That's what happened to me yesterday. I was a little too far up at level 1, and I died because of it. And
Yeah,
people need to realize that like why, and also need to realize that Ezreal is not as tanky as people think he is.
400 HP is a decent chunk of change there for that HP pool, but definitely still not enough to keep you from getting one shot by, an assassin or anything like that. A lot of assassins do tend to overkill their targets.
Yep,
So,
that Divine Thunder change has been insane for this game. I personally, I have been abusing it in solo queue when it comes to Ezreal.
mhm.
And then I have seen other champions abuse Divine Thunder. It's so good right now.
I definitely do think it is a very strong item as of now. A lot of pro players are building it. But
No,
the
don't get
meta
me
may shift a little
wrong.
bit.
The Duskblade build is still optimal
It's still strong.
on Ezreal. I just like the Divine Thunder because it gives you HP and to be honest, I think it's better with his kit because the cooldown reduction is just so much better.
I think the main reason why the Duskblade build does work is because you spike really hard on that Essence Reaver, right? So
Yeah,
it's
you
a very,
spike.
very strong one item spike, and at 2 items you're still super strong. Divine Thunder scales better in my opinion.
Well, and
and
Duskblade
it
also gives you the Mythic passive gives you cooldown reduction.
yes,
and
that is definitely helpful.
Yeah,
A lot.
yeah, with the cooldown reduction on top of you be able to turn invisible and reposition yourself, especially on Ezreal, it's really good. Like that's the reason why when you saw the Duskblade build on like Draven or something, or on other ADCs like Varus, for example, you see it's on Sivir. It gives so much potential to just reposition yourself in a fight that it can change the game when you fight. That's the reason why when you see Z's, you don't see them for a solid like 10 seconds because they use invisibility to use their Q again.
Definitely.
And then you're just like, what just killed me? You're like, oh, an invisible E.
Duskblade, very, very fun item. Lets you move around, reposition. It's definitely a multi-kill item. However, it does not provide the safety that Divine Thunder does. It just gives great stats overall, decent amount of AD, a lot of damage per Q though. It's not flat damage. It's based on whatever the health pool is of the enemy champ, right? So it does a lot of damage, and it also gives Armor Pen as its mythic passive, which scales very, very well. It may not be the same as that ability haste, but you can't really go wrong with any armor pen. You gotta love that.
That is true.
And magic pen too.
Yeah, the armor magic pen it gives from Divine Thunder as a mythic passive, in my opinion, I feel like people don't realize how good that actually is because, in my opinion, the meta right now is literally Bruiser and Bruiser tank meta. I feel like that's what kind of the meta is kind of going towards. It was a little bit of an ADC meta, as you saw, a little bit ago. And then I see it slowly transitioning. Because what I see a lot more now, and it's just my solo queue games, it's probably because I'm, in low elo, so that's probably the reason why. But I've been seeing a lot of people building the mythic tank item, like Frostfire Gauntlet, Sunfire Aegis, and even, sometimes I see Turbo Kim tank, but they would build a tank mythic item into 2 damage items, and then the rest is just tank. And they just do so much damage. And they're able to do damage and sustain for so long. So, having that armor penetration on Divine Thunder, and then with Grudge on top of that on Ezreal, you might not think Ezreal could be a tank shredder, but with those 2 items, you have turned into a tank shredder.
Definitely. So I think we're still waiting on the ready check here for game number 1. Should be starting up very, very soon. Once we get that Pentakill link, we should be good to go. However,
I have the Pentakill. I'm just waiting on them to ready up. Do you not have it?
No, I don't. I don't see it, chat. But once we get that going, we'll get things started here in game number 1. Top tier teams here. Everyone here is at the top of the standings. This is going to be a very important match here. Just a couple more weeks left in the split here.
Oh, it looks like they're all ready to go, so let me just transition over and we can get started.
Alrighty, let's get ready to roll, shall we?
Okay. So, what do you think bands we're gonna see?
I think it's gonna be important to get rid of some.
Oh, there we go. Hades's Zoe is already off the board. That makes super sense. I have heard it from Dream himself. That man is a monster on Zoe, and you have to watch out for good
Oh,
Zoe
most
players.
definitely. They're definitely one of those champs you want to watch out for. The Gnar going to be taking away a very safe top laner, ranged as well. Nerfs have not gone live yet. The patch is out, but the nerfs will actually go live on the Wednesday, which is tomorrow. But Lulu also going to be taken off the table. One of those enchanters that is definitely blind pickable. Very strong.
And there goes
Toga's Thresh.
Batoga's Thresh, which is a good. And then Seraphine was taken off the board. I'm surprised they took Seraphine off, since Batoga does play Seraphine.
Viego, that champion's been running through solo queue.
Makes sense,
through
yeah.
Pro play. Champion just does so much damage, so much sustain, and it is going to be the first pick.
First,
Ezreal,
yep.
Flora, Fife, like we said, very strong, very safe, does a lot of damage too, scales well. What more can you ask for out of a champ? Especially as an AD carry. But we'll see what the response here is from the Rattlers. Some of the prio ADCs are still up, like that Tristana, like that Kai'Sa. Even the Halo Blades nerfs, a lot of pros just aren't feeling those nerfs very much.
Yeah,
it is going to be picked up here at the Kai'Sa. Yep.
I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Kai'Sa or even a Samira into an Ezreal. Just by the fact that, the Ezreal, he does have his E to escape, but once you get on top of him, if he already uses E, there's no way for him to escape with that flash.
Yeah, flash very important there on the Ezreal, even if you have that that arcane shift. But Rattler's gonna grab up that Nautilus, point and click CC, very strong, and provides a lot during team fights and relatively tanky as well. We'll see what the response here is coming in from the Vipers here. So Rattlers just blind pick their bot lane. Almost blind pick their bot lane, but
it's a common bot lane you see a lot, and I actually quite a bit like it. And it looks like the Vipers are gonna opt up on the Galio now. The Galio can be either mid or support. I'm assuming it might be in the support just because it's a Nautilus bot lane.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it's mid lane, because I think Hades is known for playing AP champions in the mid lane.
I definitely think Galio is one of those champs that's pretty good into a lot of those short-range AD carries like the Kai'Sa, like Sivir. Although Sivir very hard to deal with because of that spell shield. Good into Kai'Sa though, so we like that. It is gonna be that Graves though picked up for Xiao Zhao
that
in
is
the jungle.
And wow, okay, well that's just
And
crazy.
Karthus.
This is actually interesting. 2 non-meta junglers have been picked up here.
Yeah.
You don't really see Graves anymore since the jungle changes, and you don't really see Karthus since the jungle changes. I'm surprised you don't see Karthus more often, just because his jungle clearing is just so insane. So, but I don't know how he handles with Graves, because I know Graves is the type of person where he likes to farm. He likes to farm. He likes to invade as well.
Right.
So I don't know how Karthus handles against Graves invades.
Graves, very good at invading, very good especially against those squishier junglers. Likes to invade on champions like that, Karthus especially, the Evelyn, anything like those, anything super squishy. But if you take a look at the bans here, it's looking like Rattlers want to get rid of, those top laners, get rid of G-Dazic's pool there, taking the Shen off the board. Potentially, still hover, but that Mordekaiser also being taken away. They like to see it.
But there's still that
Mordekaiser helps a lot.
There's still one champion still up that has been wreaking havoc in the top lane. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna pick it or not.
Snip is still available. One of the strongest top laners at the moment. I think she's just incredibly strong as of now. Cutesy looking and all, but very, very scary to deal with. True damage in the kit, percent health, invulnerability. That's everything you want out of a champ, other than CC. Similar to an Ezreal in that respect.
And it's just people forget, because you don't. Lee Sin. Now is that gonna be a Lee Sin top or Lee Sin mid?
I'm expecting it to be a lane Sin personally, just because of how strong that champion's base stats are. Able to deal with anything any top laner has, strong into any of those, has a really, really strong early game. Team fighting is a little lackluster come late game. However, he will just be that insect bot, that kick bot.
I can see Hades playing the Lee Sin, because there is still, Ornn is still up if Vipers want to pick Ornn. And Ornn is just a counter to a lot of top laners in general, because he can just get so tanky, and he also can build items in lane itself. But it looks like they're going to opt for the Zillion. Now,
Top lane is still available.
is
Still
that a
wondering if this
Zillion
Galio's-
support or Zillion mid? And this is a real question. I don't know where
Maybe
any of
see
these
some
champions are
Bjergsen.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the question. Is it Bjergsen reincarnated here?
Ezreal
Going for
Zillion's
that.
not a bad bot lane though, so
Very poke heavy, but very susceptible to be getting
Mm-hmm.
jumped on because, if you're that Nautilus, hey, there's an Ezreal in lane, but there's a little Zillion there. Just go for that permanently. That's what you should be looking for if it is going to be that Zillion support, right? At least that's the angle that you should be looking for.
and a
This could be that Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath.
Big monster, big dino.
So it looks like okay. So it's Cho'Gath top, and but we still don't know if the Galio is going to be mid or the Zillion's going to be mid. I'm assuming it's going to be Zillion mid and Galio bot.
Right.
I just
That's what I'm saying.
just like you said, it's not us in the bot lane. I don't think you want to put a squishy in the bot lane.
Especially with a Kai'Sa.
That can just get on and just delete someone in an instant.
And as the timer winds down, we're getting to this last pick here. What is it going to be? I think it will show where a lot of these champs are going.
Oh,
It's going to be
and
that Greg boy in the
Gragas.
top lane.
Ooh,
So I'm thinking it is at least in mid here.
it could be
Pretty
Lee
good, especially into
Sin.
the Galio.
It could be Lee Sin jungle if he Karthus mid. Yeah,
I think the Karthus doesn't want to be in that mid lane.
True. That
Very
is
good gank setup from that Galio. No way out of it too. Karthus is a very mid-ranged kind of mage. We are getting ready to go into champ select, see where everything is going. But I think it is going to be that Karthus in the jungle with that Lee Sin powering through that mid lane, forcing that Galio away.
Yeah, no. If it's Gragas top, how do you think the Gragas and Cho'Gath lane goes together? I think Gragas wins that just by the damage he does, right? But Cho'Gath does win late game because Cho'Gath is literally a monster in the late game. He's basically what his champ is. What his champ looks like. He's a monster in late game.
Yep. Cho'Gath, one of those, Godzilla-like monsters, becomes a gigantic dinosaur towering over everything in the game if you give him enough time. But Gragas will be able to zone that Cho'Gath away depending on if he goes for that tank. See, Karthus jungle. Called it.
So
It is gonna
okay.
be
So it is
the Gragas.
Karthus jungle. I was assuming it was gonna be Karthus
Zillion
jungle. Okay, so yeah, so you were right. So it is gonna be the Galio off for the bot lane, which makes sense.
And a lot of the team coming in from the Rattlers is, I want to get in your face and take you down. And the backline coming in from the Vipers is, hey, I don't want you to get in my face. I want you to run into us, and we want to peel back. Because they have a Galio, they have a Cho'Gath who can silence you, and they have a Zillion just resing one player throughout these fights, and also dropping some decent damage as well. And the Graves is just there to facilitate that early game, because it is 3 losing lanes. Or what should be 3 losing lanes.
That
should never be able to beat the Gragas. Lee Sin should just be perma one-shotting that Galio throughout the entire game. And Ezreal Galio, while they have some good poke, they definitely lose the all-in in the early game. So this Graves is going to be that early game champion. That they're putting a lot of their eggs in.
So do you think Graves is gonna have to gank super early and just use the catch-up XP just to come back?
I think he's just going to want to try and get some farm. Wait for some overextensions. Graves is not the greatest of gankers overall. Only has that little slow coming in from the smoke screen, but he does do a lot of damage. So get a little bit of items, get something like that, get that 6, get that damage spike from that collateral damage. I think that's the play. But apart from that, though, it is going to be a lot of safety there in that bottom side and the mid lane as well.
Yeah, so if you look at Rattler's comp is actually. Oh, wait a minute. They
Lane
just
swap.
lane swap. Oh.
No, never mind.
Keep
They're baiting us, I swear.
They're trying to trick us. But if you look at it, Rattlers have the late game as well.
They have a strong late game. I definitely.
They have Karthus late, and then they have Kai'Sa late game, and then Gragas and Lee Sin, they're not the greatest late game, but Lee Sin can set up pretty easily on top of Gragas setup. For the Kai'Sa.
However, because of the Divine Sunderer buffs and the fact that you have to punch through another health bar in every fight no matter what, I definitely think the team coming in from the Vipers is also just as strong come late. Sure, the Kaisa is going to be incredibly strong, and so is the Karthus, but you're going to have to burst through a couple more health bars than you would normally have to because of that Zillion. And don't forget the Ezreal has that extra 400 HP coming in from that Divine Sunderer as well, and potentially the Galio Magic Shield with that heroic entrance if he chooses to use it defensively.
That is true. I do agree with that. It's gonna be hard for them to. Both comps are really good for what they want to go for. The Vipers comp is, hey, we're going to use Graves early game as much as possible while we scale up our Ezreal and our Cho'Gath. While the Rattlers comp wants to use Gragas and Lee Sin to snowball for their Kaisa and Karthus. So they both have decent early games, but also super good late games.
The early game edge definitely goes to the Rattlers. They have that early game edge, and they also have a good double damage threat comp with that Kaisa, with the Karthus, and if the Lee Sin gets snowballing, he can be included in there as well. Coming in from the Vipers, though, Zillion may be a damage threat if he gets super far ahead, but, mostly just there to use his spells to help enable his team to do things. The movement speed, the slows, the resurrection coming in from, everything there. That's what his job realistically is. The Graves is going to scale well, is strong, and can deny a decent amount of what some of them want to do. That smokescreen is very strong into melee champs like that Gragas, like that Lee Sin, because you can't click out of it. You can't war jump away from it. You can't do anything apart from just walk out with your two little legs there.
Now, what do you think item he's gonna build?
The Graves?
His mythic. Do you think he's gonna opt in
for
the shield bow, or do you think he's gonna go for the Gale Force?
I think he should go for the shield bow.
That's what I'm thinking here too, because you have a Karthus in the game, and I feel like that shield bow is gonna save you so much.
Definitely, there's a lot of burst coming in. The side of the Rattlers, if they're able to jump on you, having that little bit of extra effective HP with that shield could help you out. Could help you survive for just a little bit longer. That's very important. But
and then don't also forget that they also have the potential of a Zillion ult as well. So that Zillion ult is that Zillion ult is going to be a pain to deal with in late game.
Now, I think what's very important here is that if that Karthus gets super far ahead, it's going to be so impossible to deal with, even with the Zillion ultimate. So, importance here is making sure they don't give over a lot of gold over to that Karthus. They punish him where they can. I think that's going to be very important there. But we should be getting into game very shortly, so don't forget predictions are now open in case you guys do want to use some of your tokens there, get a crown or something along those lines. But we'll be right back, and we'll load in, and we'll see you on the Rift in just a few. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Here we are. We have the Vipers taking on the Rattlers. Number 1 seed versus number 2. Although it is going to be the other way around. Rattlers are taking first seed as of now. But we see the Karthus. Oh, he used the what is it called again? That move speed thing where he's able to get to the mid lane before anyone else. The speedrun strat there for the first death. But he's just going to take that to his mid lane. That's very, very interesting to see. So. Interestingly enough, Dream has made his return here, so he gets to cast a card this game. Very, very happy with that one, aren't you? But
oh yes.
So we see some pretty standard rune choices here. Other than the electrocute from the Lee Sin, I do think he's looking to snowball here, so he's looking to get that lethality. One shot the Zillion, one shot the Graves, or whoever he can get his hands on. I think that is the idea behind that. However, there is a lot of health bars to burst through, especially with a Zillion. That's an extra health bar that you have to work through in order to take anyone down on the side of the Rattlers. So you just see standard 5 points here, other than from the red side there. We just see the Nautilus chilling by his Kai'Sa, making sure they don't let anything happen too much there. But we see the Lee Sin there, getting some early damage there onto the Zillion, however. It's just early electrocute, and that's half his HP gone already.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this is the downside of playing a Zillion in the mid lane against a Lee Sin, one of the stronger mid laners in the game right now. Zillion, not known for his ability to kite in a team fight, unfortunately, especially at level 1, so going to take about half his health bar for that. Gonna have to... It doesn't burn any pots, though. Just gonna let this natural regen try to heal him up. So, gonna hold on to that for now, as we do see... surprisingly, the Kai'Sa and Nautilus are being pushed back a little bit.
Well, the Ezreal level 1, very strong. Same with the Galio. A lot of base numbers and a lot of AoE CC. I think more AoE CC coming in from Bertoga. Their level 2 has been hit for both, and they might look for something. Poison Sniper going for the hook, gonna go wide. Arcane Shift extended for nothing, though.
Yeah, it looks like he wasn't sure which champion to go for there, so he decided to go for both and miss both of them.
Yeah, that's what that looked like there. But Hook gonna go land on the minion, though. Taunts it up, but the Aftershock is proc for both, but they're going for more. Able to land that Justice Punch, but the Ezreal is ignited. Has no Arcane Shift just yet. There goes the root. Here comes the heal. Ignite is down onto Poisonous Viper. Heal comes out from Butters, and both players are very, very low and are able to walk away with just a sliver of HP. A lot of suns burned, though.
Yeah, I mean, the flash is still available for both of the bot laners there. Hold on, we got a fight in the top lane.
Side, a lot of damage going on to G-Daisic. The base numbers come in from the Gragas, doing a lot of work. Stuck Fricadero doing mad damage up in the top side against that Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath not known for an exceptional early game, but Gragas is known for having some really high numbers.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen a Gragas in the top lane. Actually, a Gragas at all. He was very strong in the early levels of...
We see something going on. Flash. There goes everything. Tom gonna land onto 2. That's some decent damage. Bertoga is very, very low. Gonna be taken down for first blood to Karthus. Xiao GG going forward. Able to find 1. Looking for Newbie Junk as well, but the dead Karthus is gonna be very strong once it does proc, and he's gonna be a disaster coming in for the side of the Vipers. Great plays coming in from the Rattlers, though. Taking the bait and playing to their strength.
Yeah, it is gonna be 3 kills for 2 there. And the kills spread out fairly evenly for both sides there.
Where you want it to.
Exactly. Jungle getting a kill for both sides. Sergeant Hades getting a kill of his own there at the very end there, and Kai'Sa picking up the kill. And I do believe double buffs. Yes, it does have the double buffs from that Graves there in that team fight. So gonna have a lot of pressure down there in the bot side. And Ezreal, Galio are pretty used to being able to apply pressure, but with those double buffs, it might be just a little bit harder for them to do it.
Lee Sin also getting one of those kills, going for the electrocute style build. So very, very strong there. Already having that kill. Not able to spend his gold just yet. Had to return to lane to make sure to reset that. But Poisonous Viper might have caught up Bertoga, potentially. Sergeant Hades is in the area. The Q is not going to land. No Sonic Wave take there. Oh, Daro taking a lot of damage from the tower. Not so much from G-Daisic. But, tower shots do a decent chunk of damage there. So very interesting to see Dragon spawning up there, and we see a lot of rotations, but some decent damage on the top side as well.
Yeah, so it looks like everybody is just going to back off from this dragon right now. It is just I do believe that is a cloud dragon if I'm looking at the icon correctly. Yeah, it's a cloud dragon. So, not as much priority on it. I do believe yesterday in the first game that was streamed, it was a good 13 minutes before a dragon was taken. So,
Yeah.
and it was that cloud dragon as well. That was the first dragon of the game. Not as much priority on it just because of the stats that you get from just a single cloud dragon aren't as impactful. So going ahead and waiting on it has a bit more value, especially because you're probably going to fight for that Rift Herald that'll be up here very soon as well.
Burning a lot of time there to take that dragon is definitely not what you want to do in this early game. But we once again see G-Daisy taking the bad end of a trade there up on the top side. And Stuck Fricadero doing a lot of work there on that Gragas. You know, only has that tier, but he's still chunking out that Cho'Gath.
Yeah, it is going to be a little bit difficult for Cho'Gath to actually get any sort of presence in this lane, at least for a little bit until he gets his ultimate.
Stuck Fricadero looking for something, but here comes Xiao Jiao looking for more. There goes that Rupture, gonna land, knock him up, flash away. But the dash coming forward from the Graves, he's looking for more, flash forward, and it's gonna be a kill for Xiao Ji on that Graves. You know, taking back something now, 3-3, gold lead is 400. 300.
Yeah, going to feel pretty good about that. At the very moment, it is going to put a lot of pressure off of that top side for Judazic. Not going to feel as insecure in that lane with that gank there. So, and it does give them a little bit of priority around this top side as well. Like I said, preparing for that Rift Trail that should be coming up here in the next minute, I do believe. Yeah, in the next minute here. So, just
short.
whatever they can do to prepare for it and getting that priority on the top side. Jazik now has that feast. It looks like he used it already as, hold on.
There's this Viper. Butter's going to be caught up by the taunt. There goes the Justice Punch. Heal is going to come out, but the Ignite is there. Not able to heal. Here comes the Karthus, though, with that ultimate. Is it going to be enough? It is not in the mid lane, though. We have some more fighting, but Sergeant Hades is just going to be able to push that wave and walk down. And they might look for the Galio potentially, but they're not going to be there in time.
Yeah, the Galio is going to go ahead and get out of here with just a sliver of his health. The Karthus expending that very powerful ultimate. Unfortunately, not able to do enough. The heal does come out for them, unfortunately, there, so.
The heal coming out just in time, and the Galio with that innate, you know, base magic resist. But Xiao Ji might be caught out here. They look for something. That's a lot of damage. The isolated Qs, but here goes that Zillion ultimate. That Resurrect is there to keep things going. And he might just be caught out, though. He's stuck in the middle three. He's trying to get out, but there goes the explosive cast. That's a lot of damage. And it's a very, very dead Graves with a kick to the face with that Dragon Ring.
Yeah, Graves going down there, and that priority that I was talking about has now shifted because the Rift Herald is up, and one of the junglers is alive, the other one is not. It looks like they aren't going to go for it just yet here. Ezreal going to use his ultimate there, just to make sure the lane gets pushed into that tower before the enemy bot lane does get back there, so.
Down to play down 9 CS, but considering the priority that Kai'Sa Nautilus should have, it's very difficult for this Ezreal to play that out. Is building towards that Divine Sunder like I suspected he would. That 400 extra HP will be very, very helpful, as well as a percent health spread, very good against the champions like that Lee Sin, who don't really build very many resists until late game.
Yeah, looks like a bit of a fat finger there at the Q, going right on top of where the Cho'Gath was. Maybe expecting the body slam. It looks like it was just some poke coming from Daro there. Hold on, there's the... there it is.
But Gragas' base numbers are really strong. He has a Ruby Crystal and a Tear, and he's chunking a Cho'Gath. Dragon is started out by red side.
Yeah, we are going to... It doesn't look like there's going to be a contest here. The lanes are not in a position for anybody to come over. So it is going to be the first dragon going over to the Rattlers here.
Yep. And, you know, Stuck Fricadero just doing so much work here on this top side, pushing away that Cho'Gath, but he's actually taking the worst end of this trade. That max percent HP shred from the Cho'Gath E does a lot to keep that fight going.
Yeah, that E does quite a bit of damage. It's actually something I don't see all too often, but when I did see it, it made me actually want to just cry. It was a Glacial Cho'Gath.
Ah.
I don't know if you've seen that before, but it's not fun to play against.
No, it's really not. You get slowed and you get knocked up by the Rupture and then silence, so you can't flash away, and you just die. It's very, very strong. But we do see a rotation there for Sergeant Hades. I'm not able to find it, though, because, you know, no CC coming in from Rock on Tower or Xiao. But they're looking for the Rift Herald, though. It is 3v2, but they're taking the fight already. Chrono Shift is available for the Zillion, is going to use it, but they're looking to keep him alive for just a little bit longer. There goes the stun. He's going to be taken out, but it is going to be that shutdown coming in for Xiao. Able to find that, but Newbie Junk trying his best, but the flash forward, there goes the Graves. They're looking for a little bit more. Very, very low, though. Requiem is available. They need to get into a safe position to start that, but there goes the ultimate onto the Nautilus. Everything is going for Pratoka. Very, very low. Here comes that Requiem. Stopwatch is available. Butters dashing a little too far forward, but it is going to be a very, very dead support on both ends. Both supports taken down. And it is going to be Bife and Butters claiming up some kills there. And the Zillion not going down as well.
That does end up being an overall 2-for-1 trade for the side of Vipers there. They do manage to get 2 kills. They do lose 2 kills, I actually think.
Nautilus and Kaisa both fell, but I think it was only Lee Sin on the start.
No, it was Lee Sin and Nautilus, and then it was just the Gallery.
Oh yeah, Lee Sin and Nautilus. Just the Gallery, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 2-for-1 in favor of Vipers there then. Overall in the play, I thought the Karthus might have been able to take out the Graves there, but we saw he was very, very low when he was resetting, so it was close.
Definitely. It was definitely a little close to call, but, you know, 5 and 5 down, 500 gold considering the start they had, you know, you take those. Okay. Real quick though, game 2 has been changed. They might be looking for a dive on the mid lane though, or just to summon this Herald up. No, actually Herald. No Herald, my bad. But it is going to be a game change here for number 2. Coming in from my Mr. Producer man here. It is going to be the Panthers taking on the Gators here for game number 2. Sorry for the little mix-up there. I think there was a mishap with the Sharks. But we do see some setups here coming in, getting some vision clearance from the side of the Rattlers, pushing their vision line a little bit farther forward if they can, but Rock on Tower getting very, very low. The electric could come through, and, you know, things are getting a little spicy there in this mid lane, but he's going for the play, but the Dragon's Rage is going to be used in exchange for that Chrono Shift. Half HP there on the Zillion. Oh, no, he walked into it, and he's going to be taken down. Flash forward, Lee Sin able to get that kill. Is he going to die to tower? No, he is not able to safeguard away.
Oh. Hades playing on a knife's edge there, man. Just barely threading the needle with that second Q, able to get the kill onto Rock on Tower there. The exhaust expended, but it is going to be the flash and the ignite and expended in return. Overall, Hades gonna feel pretty good about that. I would say.
Wave at the very least, and got the, you know, it was a trade 1-for-1, and he has that Prowler's Claw, you know, looking for a faster base, you know, the NA base, getting that Prowler's Claw. Because of that, you know, very happy with that, right? You know, you don't have to wait 8 seconds if you can just die, right?
Yeah, that is very true. And with the Prowler's Claw pickup, now he can doesn't need his Q to dash to you anymore. So
yeah, who needs to land a skill shot anyways?
Can probably have a few more flashy plays with that. Now that he's picked that up.
Who needs skill shots anyways? Those are useless. Point and click is the way to go. But right now, you know, we see, you know, wait, look at the Cho'Gath CS. Basic playing like a madman there, actually up just under 20 CS. We see the vision line being pushed forward, but it might be a little too far forward. Poke gonna land on Pratoga, Tonk not gonna land, but here comes the teleport from the Gragas. It might be Xiao and Pratoga caught out, TP coming in from the Cho'Gath behind, but they are able to walk away there with a Zillion Peel, you know, with those double bombs keeping people stuck up. But Dragon is spawning up, Ezreal is present, and so is the Kaisa. Maybe looking for a play here. Graves has Rift Herald though, he's looking to use that to get some mid priority. But Stuckfrick there, walking a little bit far forward there. You know, gonna be spotted out. And Poison the Viper and Sergeant Hades forced to answer that Rift Herald. Double stun comes through and it forces the charge. That's a lot of damage. There goes the depth charge onto Xiao. That's only him, but there goes the collateral damage. Claims that kill, and Poison's Viper gonna be taken down by Bite with a beautiful combo from the Ezreal. And it is gonna be a 2-for-0 and a tower. Or no tower, but dragon.
Yeah, they should be able to get the dragon here. It looked like the Rift Herald not only get the charge off, but also baited both Hades and Poisonous Viper into a difficult play, and they both got caught out for it. They both get hit by the Ezreal ultimate there, despite the jump away from the Lee Sin, not having that flash there from the previous play earlier. Does not have a chance to even use the Dragon's Rage either to get them away. It ends up falling to the max range collateral damage.
The collateral damage, beautiful snipe there coming in from Xiao Jiao. You know, a lot of work there. But, I mean, it was a good bait as well with that Rift Herald, forcing them to rotate for that because they would have lost their mid tower if they let that thing do its job. You know, let it wail on the tower for just a little bit. And good match coming in from the support and from the Ezreal there, finding some good damage as well to make sure that play did succeed.
Well, as the True Shot Barrage going to come through just to put a little bit of a dampener on Butter's clear there, and the bots not going to do all that much. They do still have a pretty large minion wave, but Ezreal is starting to hurt now. That Divine Thunder is finished. He is starting to chunk the Nautilus quite a bit there, as we do got another fight in the top side, and we've been talking about how these engagements have been going in Daro's favor a lot. It is no longer the case now. Dazik is now strong enough to withstand these trades on his own. He's able to heal very, very easily with his passive.
Ooh.
And now Daro is on the back foot, as we do see that Zhao is up here. He's snuck into the brush here, trying to bait for something, but does not look like... did he sneak into that successfully?
I don't think so, but they are looking to try and do some decent things. They're going for the dive on the Gragas, though. That's a lot of damage, and the collateral damage is enough to claim that up. Well played dive. Dazik tanking that one up for his jungler there.
Yeah, that was a very, very clean dive there. Not much.
He's going in. A lot of damage. Prowler goes forward, looking for that resonating strike. There it goes. Is he going to take it is the question. Chrono Shift is available, but they might dive this bottom side here. Nautilus going to start there. There goes the Mystic Shot, or True Shot Barrage onto 2. That's a lot of damage. Poison Viper taking. Going to be forced to flash away. Able to live for a little bit longer, but he's going to be hooked up out of the Justice Punch. And that means a lot of damage there. Newbie Jung, beautiful stopwatch, keeping him alive for just a little bit longer, and he's able to walk away.
Once again, beautiful dives coming from them.
Ooh, nice Chrono Shift, but even nicer back away from Sergeant Haiti. Not tanking anymore, though. He's looking for more. There goes the Exhaust. The Dragon's Rage comes out, and that's a lot of damage. The Exhaust is not enough to keep him alive, but is it enough to claim the kill? That is the question. It is! The Exhaust keeps him slowed for just a second too long.
Man, look at his flash. It just came up. Oh, man. His flash was on cooldown for another, like, 2 seconds when he went into that
that's
play.
So unfortunate.
Oh, he's probably kicking himself right now, like.
Just waited 2 more seconds that I would have had flash.
Yeah. But does he get out even with the flash? I don't know. Maybe he could have flashed over that side wall.
I think that's the only way out.
Yeah.
Realistically.
But either way, it is a trade 1-for-1 in that mid lane there. 4 and 3 on this Lee Sin, though. Has the Prowler's Claw, has another serrated dirt. Probably going for maybe an Edge of Night, I would say. That would probably be a pretty good pickup there. Just because there's a lot of targeted CC that he can get out of by just proccing the Edge of Night instead, such as a Zillion Bomb, for example.
Yep. You know, Prowler's Claw does a lot of work. That exposure damage, very, very nice. But like you said, Edge of Night, great lethality item, gives HP, gives a spell shield. Definitely is something you want here to deny a lot of that Zillion's outplay potential there, especially since he is getting dove over and over again.
And the tower is still fairly healthy in the mid lane for both for the Vipers here, so that's something going for them there. It's about a 2,500 gold lead in the favor of the Rattlers, though. So, but this game is on a knife's edge, 1 tower to 1 tower. Hold on, no,
nothing's gonna happen there. It's a wet noodle fight. Nothing really happens, honestly. But you know, just okay. Stuff in the mid lane. Rock on tower. Walking a little bit too far forward. Oh, he's gonna miss the Sonic Wave though. Oh my goodness, the Galley ulti gonna come out. Oh, they're looking for the collapse though. Xiao Ji is there as well. Ezreal might be caught out here, able to walk away, but they're not able to find Lee Sin just yet. Are they? Yes, they are. They're able to find the stun. It's a lot of damage onto him as well. Bomb gonna be enough. There goes the slow. Collateral damage is not enough, but he's looking for the outplay. But there goes the chrono shift, keeping him alive. Flash 4. Are they able to find it? That is the question. Auto attack gonna be enough. Rock on tower, very, very low. Newbie jump taunted up, but the double stun gonna land onto 1. But Toga taken down as well. Xiao very low, stuck in the middle of 4. Down he goes. There goes that ultimate onto the onto the Ezreal, but the silence peeling him away. They are gonna be able to take this dragon though. 2 dragon lead coming in for the side of the Rattlers in exchange for that play in the bottom side.
Looks like the fight might not be over though. We do see GTR.
It's not over.
He has the ulti.
He has
ult
the
and
beast. He
flash.
has the flash. He's not able to find it though. Stuck able to find that knockup onto the chokeout. There goes the rupture onto 3. G-Daisic though just getting shredded by everyone. You may be tanky, but not against 4.
Yeah, it doesn't have the stats yet to out tank that many members. Just has the Sunfire Aegis there and a Bramble. So not able to tank that many champions just yet, but the longer this game goes, the more stacks he has from his ultimate, the more tanky he becomes, the harder it is going to be for this Cho'Gath to go down. We've seen the horror stories of champions out healing damage from multiple champions. I actually had one earlier today where the Scion out healed myself, my AD carry, and my support, doing all damage to him all at once, and he was playing jungle, and I was playing Malzahar, and it was a Kai'Sa and a Pyke, and we couldn't do enough damage to kill him. So,
tanks are a little strong here, but as you can see, Lee Sin making the biggest advantage here out of these lethality items. Prowler's Claw doing a lot of work, just diving over and over and over again, making this Zilean's life a living nightmare. But he cannot deal with the dinosaur up there on the top side, the Cho'Gath. Very, very tanky as of now.
Yeah, unfortunately, lethality is countered by armor and health. So, since it is flat pen, not percentage pen, that you need to get through those very tanky boys.
Yeah.
So having the Cho'Gath up there to match the Lee Sin, very good idea. I really like that play call there. These 2 mid towers still standing. It is still 1 tower to 1 tower too, so pretty much everything's standing for everybody. Hold on.
I'm gonna go wide though, able to flash over the wall, keep himself alive, but Butter's taking a lot of damage on the backside, and G-Daisic though going a little bit too far forward. Kai'Sa able to find that, but here comes that heroic entrance onto 4. Able to find it, but the depth charge onto 2 keeps the backline away. They're trying to find a little bit more, but that lock can keep everyone alive for just a little bit longer, and it is going to be the shutdown onto Newbie Jung. They'll go a little bit too far forward, but here comes the Requiem. Toga very, very low. Is he going to fall? No, he is not able to stay alive for just a little bit, with just a little bit of HP because of the fact that he is Galio. Hades trying to look for a little bit more.
Yeah, he actually barely survived there. The Leandri's Anguish almost able to take out for Toga there on that bot side. And it looks like they are going to finally take down this mid lane turret and untie the turret scoreline here. 2 towers to 1. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh.
Hades flashing off for the teams.
Hades doing a decent amount of work here. Great kill participation coming in from him. 7 out of 15. Just under 50%. But, not able to find the biggest of roams so far. Mostly just solo boloing in the mid lane for the most part here.
And we also got to talk about the person we haven't talked about all game. This Kai'Sa is 6-0 and 4 with more CS than everybody else in the game by far, besides Karthus. Karthus being the closest one to him, and he's on the same team, but almost 50 CS over their the lane opponent, working on that. Looks like Lord Dominic Regards there, the LDR. Just that way we can get through that Cho'Gath just a bit easier there. We do see Cho'Gath looks like maybe working for the stone plate, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe it's the force of nature.
Could be something along those lines. There's no specific build path he has to go with the items that he's gone for. As of now, just sitting on the Bramble to deny a lot of that healing. But, oh no, Rock on tower, but the flash coming in from Stuck Frick Darrow keeps him alive for just a little bit longer. Able to get away from that play.
Yeah, realized his mistake the moment he saw Graves running up behind him, having to flash over that wall there, as the Q will land onto the Galio, but they will not chase, and all Lee Sin players sigh in relief as he does not take that Q.
Yep, he's looking for Cho'Gath, though. Might be a little far overextended. They're looking for him. Are they going to be able to find it? That is the question. But Cho'Gath is tanky. He's a big chonker. Silence is going to come through. Rupture's not going to be there just yet, but there goes everything. True Shot Pro's going to land, though. Hades chunked before the fight even begins, dragging up in 30. Oh, he's going for Gale Force Forward, able to find some decent damage on Poison's Viper. Aftershock was proc just in time, though. Taunt coming through onto 1. Here comes the teleport, though, from the Gragas. Has the explosive cast available. Sergeant Hades very low, trying to find something on the way in. The Vibe is full HP, still strong, standing strong. Decent damage onto Newbie Jung, but here comes the Zillia. Flash away. Butters is doing some decent damage, though. Here comes that Requiem, gonna take 1 down at the very least. Hero Entrance is enough to keep them alive. He's trying to get kited out. Ezreal's doing some decent work, but it's not enough. He's just able to run away and keep everything alive, but Hades trying to find a little bit with that Prowler's Claw onto the mid. He's going for Vibe. Not able to find, though, but the Chrono Shift is there, gonna be used, but it's Hades taken down first. They're looking to maybe take down Frog on tower, but Butters is just not in range just yet. But double stun coming from Zillion, dashing forward. Arcane Shift isn't going to be enough. The kill comes in from Butters. He's able to find 1. Darrow is still strong.
Oh!
There goes a True Shot Barrage again, but it's going to be the double kill for Bife while the Dragon gets taken down. Soul point for the Rattlers.
This Kaisa survived with the sliver of HP, getting a double kill. The True Shot, and the Ezreal manages to take her down before he also takes down the Gragas there. That was such a close fight, but in the end, it's the Karthus that says, I'm abandoning all of you. I'm going to go and take this tower. I'm tired of my ults not killing anybody this entire game. They always survive with a sliver of HP every single time, and as a Karthus main, it is painful every time you see them survive with like sub 50 HP.
It was enough. Oh my word. That was great from Pratoga there, recognizing the fact that the magic shield would help out just a little bit. Oh, Butters, or Bife, able to find that flash forward, able to find something onto the Nautilus. There goes the taunt. Aftershock gets proc, that's some decent damage. Here comes the True Shot Barrage, gonna go wide, field goal for that one. But they are able to find some decent work on the Poison. It's forced to get away, but that was at the expense of the Galio Flash.
A lot of field goals going on this game. I thought we were playing League of Legends, not football.
True. And they are going to push away this mid lane here. Rock on tower has some pretty strong wave clear with the double bomb combo. Instantly clearing the back line very, very easily. But overall, though, the Graves, unsung hero, though. 8-4-2, very, very strong. But the Kaisa, oh, that is a monster. 9-1-5. Butters playing very, very well game number 1 here.
Oh man, this is still a very, very close game. It's a 4,000 gold lead, but every single time you think one team has an advantage, the other team just comes back and snatches it away.
They're looking. Poisonous Viper forced the flash away. A lot of damage coming through. Not able to proc the Aftershock in time. So he's gonna just... Oh my goodness, that poke from the Ezreal is just so much True Shot Barrage! It finds him! It's gonna go out! The snipe just takes him down instantly. Well played from the Ezreal.
Yeah, it is gonna be a rampage coming in for Faru. I'm gonna call him Faru because I don't know what else to call him there. And it looks like that all of the attention is now being hovered around this Baron here. But Daro in a little bit of trouble.
Yep. But they're looking for more. There goes the teleport coming in from the Trogan on the flank. Looking for a little bit. Newbie Jung very, very strong, though. Xiao taken very low. Sergeant Hades trying to find a little bit, able to find that, but the Chrono Shift is there to keep Graves alive. But it's not enough, however. Patoga taken down. So is Xiao. He's still alive. Bife stuck in the middle of the Karthus corpse. Gonna be taken down by the burn from Leandres.
Yeah, Leandres and Demonic Embrace doing so much work there. Managed to take him down. It is going to be a 3 for 1, 3 for 2.
Gragas, strong still, and so is Poisonous Viper. They're looking, and the Graves is very low. There goes the depth charge onto him. They're looking for a little bit though, but they have double smite. They have the Cho'Gath, they have that smite available, and they're just going to take that down, not giving the V-stack over, surprisingly.
Yeah, it is going to be the Baron taken over, taken up by the Vipers there. Looks like it's going to be held on 3 members there. Galio and the Ezreal do not get it this time, unfortunately. So
they could have held a little bit longer. They had Cho'Gath Feast, but, you know, not opting to give it. But there goes the True Shot Barrage. Stops Poisonous Viper from finding his base. Feels bad, man.
Oh, I'm sure Poisonous Viper is probably getting a little annoyed with these. And it's already a quarter of the way back off the cooldown, so he's able to spam these things out fairly quickly.
Look at this build from the Ezreal. Lord Doms, Frozen Heart. This man with the Divine Surrender is a tank. The Kai'Sa may be strong, but the anti-tank items coming in from, or the tank items from the Ezreal will keep him alive just a little bit longer.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a lot of AP or AD tank, and there's a lot of AP damage on the other side there. The Gragas and the Karthus doing massive amounts of AP damage. Nas has some base AP damage in his kit as well. So, while he is going to be a little bit harder for the Kai'Sa and the Lee Sin to take down, Gragas and Karthus have no such qualms about it, as it looks like the Bush of Death.
Yeah, but they were spotted out on that far side. Ward placed there earlier, so they know they're in the bush. Stuck. Don't walk up. You know they're there. You know they're there.
Yeah, you can see the assist ping saying we all come in as 5, but I mean, if they would have sit in that bush, they're up 3 dragons to 1. They're just gonna go and take the.
Just take mid. Just take mid. You don't need to contest this, but Newbie taking a lot of damage. There goes the True Shot Barrage onto 1, only on the Poisonous Viper, and the dragon is gonna go down to Graves. But they're looking for the fight. Sergeant Hayes able to find a beautiful kick on the Vipe. Not able to find the dash over the wall. That's some decent damage flashed away from that explosive cast. But G-Daisy is tanky. Here comes the Heroic entrance onto 4. He's able to find a beautiful knock of double kill for the Graves. Triple kill. They're doing some more. The bombs from the Zillion mean it is going to be a clear team fight win. But here comes the Requiem. It's going to take out so many of them. It's going to be a double kill. Nope. One double kill for the Karthus, able to find it on the Ezreal and the Galio on the back end of that fight.
Yeah, but it is still going to be a 5-2, a Legends Ace for Vipers there. They still have 2 Baron. Actually, all 3 of the members that have Baron are the ones that survived. Yep. So they're just going to push in with these Baron empowered minions. They're going to get a lot of damage out, but death timers are starting to come down a little bit. The Nautilus is about to be up. Sergeant Hades is coming up as well.
Doesn't matter. They just get this tower and walk away.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to push for the inhibitor though, so not going to get that this time around. The Baron should be wearing off here momentarily. There it goes. So Baron is now down. It is now 5 turrets to 2, and only a 1,000 gold lead. 2,000. Pretty much, yeah, 2,000 gold lead there at 31 minutes.
Viper's able to find a lead.
This game is close.
I think what should have happened there is the Rattler should have recognized they have no way into the pit. They should have just forced mid. Look at that tower. Just take that, maybe take a tier 3 as well. But they opted to take the fight and try and get the dragon. I don't think that was the correct play. Especially
because the team fights they've been winning have been where Karthus can sit in the middle of all 5 of them. And unfortunately, fortunately, they did manage to, there goes 25% of Butter's health there from the Ezreal's True Shot Barrage. He is on, looks like 5 out of his 6 items there.
Yeah, just as strong as the Kai'Sa.
Yeah. I would say that the Kai'Sa can do a bit more in these team fights. The Ezreal does have to do a lot of dancing around. Can't stand in the middle of a team fight like Kai'Sa could.
Flash forward, there goes the depth charge. They're looking for something. That's a lot of damage. The Gragas is there. Shao is forced to walk away. The Chrono Shift going to keep him alive. There goes that everything. They're looking for a little bit more. Butter splashing away, taken very low. But the Requiem is not enough. That magic shield is huge coming in from the Heroic entrance. They're looking for a little bit more. There goes the Shirelius. Newbie Jung very low. They're looking for more. Patoka dashing for. Able to find a one-man taunt. Newbie Jung using that zone to keep himself alive a little bit longer. And they can play a little bit farther up because that Requiem is there. There goes the True Shot Barrage. Oh my goodness, Butters barely living on just sub 100 HP.
Oh man. This is such a close game, man.
No Cho'Gath there either, and it was a 4v4, I believe. Lee Sin was not there to find something, but great plays coming out from the side of the Vipers. Their scaling comp is coming online now. The Ezreal is incredibly strong. The Zillion has the cooldown up so often with that Cosmic Drive and Zonios and Shirelios providing that cooldown mythic passive. Cho'Gath is 3 items. That man is a dinosaur. And the Graves... yes. Ezreal did opt for the LDR instead of the Cyrilda's Grudge, looking to do some more damage based on the tankier targets. I actually do think that Cyrilda's is probably better here, personally, but to each their own. Yeah. I think the slows would have been a little bit more helpful, and the cooldown reduction coming in from Cirildus is, I think, better in my opinion, but again, he thinks that LDR works because it's good into the Nautilus, good into the Gragas, and the Lee Sin does have some decently high base HP, but Bife is also very tanky, but Newbie Drain chunked to half HP, here comes the teleport, Gragas is looking for a little bit, Sergeant Hades able to find something on Rock on Tower, and there goes that Chrono Shift, keeping him alive, but the Karthus does not have to wreck him. Oh, he does, but he's not able to use it in time, and that means they're just going to win the fight for free. Triple kill for the Graves, they're looking for a little bit more by full HP, and they can just end the game here.
And it's going to be a quadra kill for the Graves here, and this should be the game here. As we do get a little bit of BM going in the chat, but nothing too serious there.
Yep, emotes coming through, flashing coming through, everything's coming through. They're looking to end this game right here, right now. Yep, and
right.
you know, we're chilling here. They're looking to end the game right here, right now. It is going to be a clear victory here coming in for the Vipers, taking one of the top tier teams down instant.
Yeah, very good job from the Vipers there, taking down the Rattlers, who I do believe were one of the top 2 teams coming into this week. Vipers right up there with them, and now that is 2 teams. The 2 teams are up there in the standings with the Vipers, or not the Vipers, with the Rattlers there, have now taken them down. Both the Tigers and the Vipers have taken the Rattlers down, so gotta be a little bit frustrated if you are the Rattlers, just because of how the season split started out and how it's ending up currently.
One thing to note here about the Rattlers, you know, they played their early game well. They got those leads that they needed. They took some good fights. They just weren't able to find more from their advantages that they did have. Sergeant Hades was just constantly trading 1 for 1. You know, Butters was trying to do some damage, but you know, it's really hard to shred through a Cho'Gath and not the Ezreal, or it's really hard to shred through anything with a Zillion ultimate because, you know, they just get revived at like half or full HP depending on level. So overall, just really hard to deal with. The comp that the Vipers did draft for themselves is very, very peel-centric. They have the heroic entrance to deal with the Karthus. They have the Locket to deal with the Karthus. And they have Zillion to deal with the assassin of the Lee Sin. You know, he went for that lethality. He went for the one-shots, just not able to find them.
Yeah, and he did do quite a bit of damage there, unfortunately. Yeah, we can see how much damage both the Karthus and the Kai'Sa were able to do. We did talk about how Kai'Sa was 6-0 at one point, but compare that to the damage Karthus did most damage in the game, but look at the rest of the team. They were a bit lacking for the damage there. Obviously the Nautilus makes sense, but you look at that Ezreal, and we kept talking about how much damage that Ezreal ultimate was doing when he shredded through multiple members there. The Graves able to just basically become a third tank on the team because of his grit. So very, very hard for them to actually put this team down, and it feels like the Vipers built a team comp to counter what it felt like Karthus, honestly. It was a team comp to counter Karthus, and everything else just kind of worked around the enemy team. So
I completely agree with you there. Great drafting coming in from the Vipers this game, able to find what they needed to deal with. You know, Newbie Jung doing a lot of work there on the Karthus, and same with Butters, but it was a lot of great work coming in from the side of the Vipers there. You know, just putting on a clinic there, you know, showing that, you know, even though we don't have the early game in us, we can still pull through. We can push forward and take home this late game. And with that, you know, we should be going over to a quick break, I think, as we get things set up for game number 2. We'll be right back, though. Might be a little bit of a longer break just because we're still trying to get everything set up considering what happened with the late announcement of the game switch. But we'll be right back. You don't want to miss game number 2.
Muted. I am super sorry for the delay. We're trying to get everything all sympathetic for the second game, but your player of the game for that first game is going to be Rock on Tower on the Zillion, going 2 for an 18. And I believe he deserves player of the game. He went up against one of the best mid laners in the draft. He played extremely well on the Zillion, and he kept his team from dying because that's Zillion. Because that's what Zillion does. He keeps his team alive with ults. What do you guys comments on that game?
I mean, Rattlers did their jobs. They played the early game well, got those leads, but they just weren't able to press the advantage and took some bad fights, which ended up falling in the Vipers' favor. They were able to play those fights out with the help of Toga with those beautiful ultimates, keeping them alive through that Karthus ultimate, the lockets, everything. Just shields on shields on shields, keeping the entire Vipers roster alive. And
Yeah, I do believe that. Yeah, I do believe that. Like, his Zillion ults were just on point all game. Like I said before, before the game even started, in the draft phase when I was talking to you, so that Zillion is so crucial because people forget how low his cooldown can be in late game.
especially with the build he went. Shirelia's, Cosmic Drive, Zonia's, that is so much ability haste in just 3 items. And the passive? Ooh, that is crazy work there.
Okay, and then there we go. I'm super sorry for the delay. You know, we're trying to get everything all copacetic, everything all together. Last minute changes, you know, not the greatest in the world, but we're getting there. We have the best production, staff behind everything.
True.
I got you. So I'll send it to you.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I need the spec link.
Alrighty. We'll get that going, and we should be getting ready for draft very, very shortly. Oh, there we go. Double send. We love it. We'd love to see it.
Yep, let me get the spec link over here, and I'll send you guys on your way for game
Alrighty,
number
alrighty.
2, Panthers versus Gators.
Alrighty, lads. We should be getting ready to go very, very shortly. And let's get this rolling here. Panthers, Gators, things are looking spicy tonight, I think this is a very even matchup in my opinion. Both sides just looking to get these micro edges and push themselves further up in the standings. Tonight, before the night started, they were both 4-4. So, depending on how the games went earlier, we'll see who takes it. And we should be getting to the draft very, very shortly. There we go. First bands coming through right now. Timer has started. What do you think is going to happen here, Dream?
Well, it's been a while since I've seen either of these teams on stream, so but I do know that some of the fun things that these players play. Canatin has been known to take Aphelios to that top side. Awesome Sheep is very well known for his Jhin, and anybody that if you were around in season 10, if you built a certain item on him at any point in time, he would flame you for the rest of your existence. Dallas, the resident, I play everything, regardless of where I am. We've seen him on the Xayah jungle, the Leona jungle, and then Darwin Theory, been around for quite a while as well Rouge Ronin, or Rogue Ronin, Rouge Ronin, I'm not sure. Somebody will have to correct me on that.
Yep, but with that, Spans coming through, gonna be that Nautilus and Urgot taken away for the Gators, sorry. And, Kane taken away first side from the Panthers, as well as their Tristana Xerath. Xerath, I think, is a respect ban, but Tristana still a strong AD carry, even with those Halo Blades nerf. Final ban is going to be that Ahri taken away from Courtney. One of her very, very great mid laners there in her pool. But we'll see what the first pickup here is for the Panthers. What are they going to be one? What is the prio pick that they want here?
That is weird. For me, on my screen, on my PentaQ link, it doesn't have the Ahri ban showing up. But on the stream, it has the Ahri ban showing up.
Interesting glitch from PentaQ coming in here. But here comes the first pickup. 2 more seconds left on the clock. Gonna be that Orianna picked up for Courtney, grabbing that safe control mage. But the Deer gonna be picked up for the Gators, followed up by the Ezreal. You know, we saw that last game popped off there. Esmond gonna be taking this one.
Yeah, going to feel pretty good about the Orianna pick, but Gators picking up that Udyr, who this was probably your last chance because I do believe he's getting nerfed yet again tomorrow. Yep. So
yeah, when patch goes live, that's when the nerf comes through.
Ezreal is feeling pretty strong after the Divine Thunder buffs. And we didn't talk about this one, but this is
didn't get banned.
Yeah, this is one of Sheep's favorite champions so far. It is going to be that Samira picked up. They have the Orianna, they have the Samira, and if you're feeling froggy enough, you can put the ball on the Samira when she dives into the enemy team and ult the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go in, get the gigantic engage off, but it is going to be the Moo Cow picked up. It's no way they do this, right? Nope. Oh. They're picking up the Yuumi.
It is going to be the Ezreal Yuumi bot lane.
Ah, yes. You love to see it. I found myself in my first LRS split back in fall, a Yuumi one-trick for a little bit, you know. A little cat there.
I can't cast with you anymore. I'm sorry. Wolven, you can take the rest of this, right?
Found myself a Yuumi one-trick because I wasn't confident in my mechanics, but, you know.
Alright, that's fair.
But, you know, Mordekaiser, a lot of top lane bans coming in from phase number 2. Gonna be the Camille and Wukong coming up from the Gators, and Panthers have their final ban. Are they gonna take away what is gonna be chopped off the table tonight?
Oh boy, once again, it is not showing for me that the Mordekaiser was banned. It's just a blank slot there, but I would expect with the Wukong and Camille taken away, along with the Mordekaiser, I could see things like maybe the Ornn, the Malphite, the Shen also be taken away here. So it looks like those are going to be what the are on the table. They are hovering it for just a little bit longer. It is going to be the Shen ban here. So doesn't want any more protection for this Ezreal. They said the Yuumi is it. No shields beyond that.
Yep, Yuumi only. So, you know, what's scary though, it's the Deer plus the cat. You know, the little cat there that makes things go really fast, makes things go burr, gives them a lot of AD.
Then, I mean, if Gators are feeling really, really froggy, they can go Karma, Lulu, top and mid. So.
Yes.
Go the triple support and then have Ezreal and Udyr do everything.
Yep, we'll see what they opt for today here. What are the Gators gonna grab up here is their, it is gonna be that Zoe picked up for Darwin Theory there. You know, safe mid laner overall, good damage as well, has access to that unsealed spell book, can do a lot of work. I think that's a Gwen, right? Yeah, Teemo's Gwen. Gwen picked up here for Suisei, as we found out last week, you know, picked up Gwen, and this is going to be very interesting to see. One of the many Gwen games we've seen quite recently. Very strong champ, a lot of true damage. Like, I think it's the top laner very similar to Ezreal, in my opinion, you know. Good safety, you know, has the safe space there, the hollowed mist, has the dash, has, you know, the snip, a lot of damage, and true damage at that, and needlework, great engage tool as well. But it is going to be that Gnar as well, so it is Oh, yeah, it's gonna be Court. Wait.
That's a Jungle Gwen.
That's a Jungle Gwen.
Yeah. And I wish we could look up the stats for Gwen. Like pull up how many times the champion's been picked. Because if I'm not mistaken, I do believe in all the games we've seen so far, Gwen is undefeated. I don't think any team has lost with Gwen on their team the few times it has been picked in any of our leagues. So I could be 100% wrong about that, but I feel like, thinking back on it, I feel like I haven't seen Gwen lose yet, so.
Gwen, just a little bit strong. Little bit. So we should be getting ready check very, very soon. But we'll see how this new champ performs here into this game, you know. I've never seen it taken in the jungle on stage, so it's going to be very interesting to see how it does perform here.
Yeah, and I mean, are we surprised? Look who's playing jungle.
It's Dallas. Very, very true.
surprisingly enough, Viego made it all the way through both of our
That's
games
true.
tonight without being picked or banned. We have seen a lot
No,
of
Viego was banned last game.
Oh, was he? Well, I wasn't here for picks and bans, so I didn't
Oh,
know.
you were not, right.
Oh.
Yeah, Viego was taken away, was taken off the table. Gwen was not, however. So one new champ for another, I guess.
Yeah. I do believe one team in LCS did pick Viego and Silas on the same team. Let me take your champion and that champion's ultimate, and then chase you down with both of them. That sounds fun.
Yeah, you know, you get killed by your own ultimate while being chased down by your own character, or while your team gets chased off by your own character model. Very, very funny situation there. And it's a very, very fun shenanigans there with these two new champs. But it is a Gwen, not Timo. So it is going to be the Gwen in the jungle for Dallas. Likes to pick up some different champs, pull them into the jungle pool, and it's going to be very fun to see how this Gwen does perform. Don't know how the clear goes. I think it's pretty decent. Has some good AoE, good damage, and some good sustain. But, you know, safe top lane with that Gnar, but it is into the Jace, though. And Jace known as one of the Gnar counters because, you know, long range, very good into that little squishy mini Gnar. But, you know, you still gotta respect the Mega Gnar transformation.
That champion's look will always unnerve me. Also, they have two dolls on their team, by the way.
Yes,
if you picked up on that, Orianna is a clockwork doll, and Gwen is a literal doll. So
Now, if they had Shaco and what is the other one? I'm trying to remember.
Yumi, stuffed cat Yumi. That's a skin that should be made for it.
That would be a good one. But Shaco and there's one other marionette, or not marionette, but camp that I'm forgetting that could be considered a doll. But you know, it would be very fun to see a full doll comp. Don't know if that's possible just yet, but it is gonna be double doll comp going up against you know, an amalgamation of sorts there on the other side.
Let's see, a lot of the jokes that I want to make cannot be said on stream about their compositions, so
Well, they got
I
a
will
bear,
leave it at that.
or they got a guy who likes to dress up as a bear. They got a little cat and its owner there on the bottom side. They have a little girl who can throw big magic.
See,
does a lot of damage.
here's the thing. Here's how I would describe it. You got a grizzly man with a giant hammer.
Mm-hmm.
You got a bear man. You got an ancient being that throws big damage, and you got somebody who likes to hang around frat boys, and Ezreal's the frat boy. So who do you think's the ancient being?
Fraternities exist right now, COVID times, but
That's why I called her an ancient being.
So it is an ancient being, but we do see that timer's taken down, and it looked like a little bit of a role swap between Esmond and Riley for a little bit. You know, they did swap champs for a second, but it is gonna be Esmond on that Ezreal. Against Samira and Awesome Sheep's Samira and Alistar from Liquid Core JJ. Now, you know, if Core JJ doesn't carry this game, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed.
I'm gonna go look up Core JJ and see what his favorite champion is.
I think it's the Thresh. Or the Rakan. So with that, though, yep, things are gonna go one down as we get ready for game number 2. But let's talk a little bit about how things should go here.
Well, I think we've joked a bit too long, and we
Yeah,
haven't really
a little
talked
bit,
about these
little
two
bit.
comps.
But the Gnar, you know, like I said, very, very safe, but the Jace is known as that counter. But if Tanaptin falls behind, he's just going to get outscaled like no other. Gwen, on the other hand, scales incredibly hard, weak early game. I think also pretty susceptible to invades, especially from the Udyr, very strong clear. A lot of base numbers, still hasn't been nerfed, that's coming tomorrow. Mid lane is just mage v mage. Zoe has that super high damage ceiling, however, Orianna just very safe, has some great move speed, and some good setup ultimates, and, you know, you have a Gnar and you have an Alistar, so you have a great way to set up your ball for you with your team, synergy-wise, right? In the bottom side, we have that Samira Alistar. They want to go in, they want to take down the bottom lane, but it's into an Ezreal Yumi, and that's going to be very, very difficult. Ezreal has that arcane shift to dodge away from the Alistar combo, and Yumi as long as she doesn't get caught out while she's outside, should be very safe as well.
I do see a big downside with this bot side that can be a bit difficult. If the Ezreal uses his arcane shift, I do believe that what his E is called.
Yep.
If he uses that to get away from the Alistar, it does give the Samira a free chance to just dive on top of him with her abilities, which could be a lot more dangerous if he isn't careful. And
Very
if
true.
Yumi can also get caught very, very easily. If Ezreal happens to E away as the Alistar's coming in and Yumi is mid-flight.
Yeah, she gets caught out there and gets knocked out. Popped off her target.
I have seen that happen quite a few times, and it is so unfortunate for the Yumi when that does happen. So.
Yep. Alrighty then, so we got the go check from our producer, man. So we shall be heading into a quick break. Predictions should be open, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are. So we'll be right back as we get ready for game number 2 here. Panthers take it on the Gators. We'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. Here we are, game number 2. A little bit different than what was said on the schedule, but it is going to be the Panthers taking on the Gators. The upcoming stream is a little bit wonky there. It's not really what's going to happen here. But just see everyone getting ready here for game number 2. We see a little invade here coming in, potentially on that little Gnar.
Oh, and Gnar is will probably spot it out
Oh,
here.
able to slow them down, but the Yumi Q comes out. The slow is going to go through. They're looking for something. Ronan not looking for the flash, but the bubble going to land! They're looking for it. Oh, there goes everything. They're going through. This Layer Slap going to land. That's first blood for Canatin on that Jace, and that is a very scary prospect.
That is a horrible feeling if you're the Gnar there, especially because it goes to your laner too.
And he gets his base off in time too. He's based before 105. Oh, that is rough. That is very, very rough. We see the Udyr pathing towards that bottom side, though. Although the Panthers do not know it yet. They don't know where this Udyr is starting. All they know is that he's not on their blue. So we'll see how Dallas adapts his plan here, because he does have to play this without any information on where anything is, other than the fact that Jace did get his base up.
Yeah, it is a little bit surprising that they didn't decide to go and get some sort of vision onto that bot side when they saw the invade of 5 people come in onto that top. They didn't get any vision down, so they're not going to know where this Udyr is starting. And this top side is going to be very difficult. We're already seeing what's happening.
Yeah. But Canton taking some decent damage from the minions as well, though. But Sheep getting chunked out very, very early. You know, Ezreal Yuumi does have a lot of poke level 1. They are deceptively strong level 1.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Awesome Sheep, his champion is not very powerful in the early game.
Yeah.
Struggles quite heavily for the earlier stages of the game there, as the bubble's gonna
Darwin
land in the
Fury.
lane.
Another bubble, there goes everything. Half health already. Good chunk coming in from Darwin. Courtney taken very low. And, you know, it's looking like the lanes of the Gators are just playing very well here in game number 1. Getting advantages very, very early.
Yeah, it is very hard for any one of these lanes to do much of anything here. Unfortunately, the Orianna, she can survive the lane fairly well, but she's never going to have a presence, and she's never be able to push away as the...
Yeah, blue spike comes out.
Yeah. Sheep already taken almost a half HP there, down on that bot side. Core JJ, he's trying to soak up this, but unfortunately, Esmond's been very good at this as the smite comes down onto Courtney there in the mid lane.
You know, just great stuff coming in from the side of the Gators, as of now playing these side lanes, these big poke lanes very, very well. You know, Jace got a lot of poke, Ezreal Yuumi got a lot of poke, and Zoe just a monster overall, and Dallas forced to scramble there. There's going to be a double scuttle coming in from Rouge Ronin, but he's looking for the gank. How successful is it going to be? That is the question. Meganar is not there just yet. Red buff auto is there, though, to slow him down just a little bit. Hollow Mist is down, but the Jace is just able to walk away.
Yeah, not even having to burn his flash or anything like that. That was a very good use of that E to knock the Gnar away after he got the jump off, so he couldn't continue the chase there. And the Gwen just unable to keep pace once the E. Hold on.
They're looking for something onto Esmond, but that's a lot of damage in return. The Ignite is there, is present, but they're not going to use it. Core JJ able to walk away at the expenditure of his potions.
Yeah, and he loses his life almost there for a cute EQ knockup. And
oh, they're looking. Susei looking for something. Canton very, very low. Dallas tanking one tower shot, flash forward, but it's not enough.
I don't think he had the his melee abilities don't cost mana, do they?
I'm not too sure. I do think they do. Eventually, but the TP coming through. They're looking for both of them. Oh, flash toward Flash Bear Slap. That's a lot of damage onto Dallas, but the Hollow Mist is there to keep him alive for just a little bit longer. Susei trying to get out of there. Sweetway is gonna try, but there goes the Jace dive, and the slow is coming through. Are they gonna be able to find it? They are, and Conqueror is procced as he grabs that kill.
So he trades his life for a TP playback top and gets double kill. He is now the sole proprietor of all 3 kills for his team. It is very, very strong at the current moment there.
Yeah.
Does have to burn his TP for it. It looks like Gnar will not do the same, which makes me think they are going to try and go for priority on this dragon with the TP advantage. I say this as the Gnar decides to TP to the lane anyways, so ignore what I'm saying. I'm just I say things too quickly as we got something going on in there.
There goes the flash sleep, and it's gonna be flashed away by Courtney. Good reaction from her, but that does mean the summoner is taken away.
Yeah, going to not have that flash for the foreseeable future, at least for the next 5 minutes. Imagine if flashes stayed on cooldown for the rest of the game. Imagine if you could only use it once.
And because of that mid lane power that they do have, they are going to be able to grab up this dragon here. The game is pretty chill overall. You know, advantage is where they should be. The Jace, though, just getting everything he ever wanted and more on this top side because of some good plays there from his jungler. But Rouge Ronin very low. TP coming in from Darwin Theory to try and take this one away. Dallas is trying to take this dragon down. He has the smite. Sleep gonna go wide slightly, but the Spare Slap gonna come through. That's a lot of damage. Is Dallas gonna be able to get it? He steals the dragon! And Rouge Ronin very low, but here comes Liquid Core JJ. Here comes everyone. Flash forward, but they're looking combo onto 2. There goes the flash forward from Samira. Looking for a little bit. Alistar claiming that kill, but it is gonna be the Yumi stunned up, taken down. She has no way in. Sheep dashing forward, finds the reset heal coming through, and it's gonna be the double kill for the Alistar. Oh no, Esmond gonna be caught out though, stunned the wrong way, forced the flash. And it is going to be Sheep trying to find a little bit, is not able to find it, the Darwin Theory, but the combo going to land on him. He has the flash available, but Dallas dashing forward. There goes the new work. Level 6 has been hit by the jungler, and it is going to be Sheep claiming up the kill, able to find that one over the wall.
Yeah, and it is going to be, what is that, 4 kills? No. 1, 2, 3 kills.
Yeah,
3 kills. For just the
Ori, or not even, no. 3 kills for O. No one died.
Yeah. What's 3 kills for nothing? And they get the dragon to boot. So, alright.
You take that any day of the week there if you're the Panthers there, taking a 3-for-0 trade. You know, but unfortunately 2 of those kills did go over to the Alistar, but, you know, you take what you can get.
Yeah, if all 3 of those kills went on Awesome Sheep, I'd just be like, alright, move on to the next one, this is over.
Moving on.
But moving on, because Offense Samira is almost impossible to deal with, even if you have CC. She just kills you anyways. That's how it feels, at least. But, only one of those kills going over, so... it looks like they do have just a little bit... They still have presence in this bot side, for the Ezreal Yumi. I do expect some form of Grievous Wounds to deal with Yumi's healing to come out fairly soon.
Yep. I would agree with that as well. But the Bear Slap coming through, Dallas has the rotation from his laners, looking to grab up this Scuttle Crab up in the top side, able to find that one. Jace rotating down, finds a ward. You know, we just see the poke coming in from the Ezreal, from the Yumi, chucking them out. But this poke is going to matter a lot less because the Samira has that lifesteal, has that Vampiric Scepter. Help out a lot, especially in tandem with that Alistar passive.
Yeah, already the Samira back almost to full HP for the most part there. So going to be a little bit hard for them to actually push in.
Going in, finds the combo, able to find some decent work. There goes the trample, trying to find the stun auto attack. It's not able to find that last stack though, but that's some decent damage. Sheep has 6. He does not have the style, but he's going to find something. And here goes that style. The flare is enough. The deep Inferno trigger isn't going to be enough to take it down. But it is going to be Sheep claiming up the kill. And a stun coming in from the Alistar means that Riley going to fall. And it's a solo bolo here for the bottom lane of the Panthers. Able to find that. But Cannerton doing some decent work on the Sweetway. But Dallas is there. And so is Rouge Ronin. But Cannerton very low, but so is Sweetway, not able to charge up that Mega just yet, but the rotation from Courtney is there as well. They're looking for Rift Herald. Dallas is chunked a little bit, however, and the Jace grabbing up those little honey fruits. Hallowed Mist is procced already, and it is going to be the Needle coming in from Dallas. Once again, they're finding the Shockwave onto Rouge Ronin. The Needle work coming through, the Slows coming in onto 2, and that's some decent work from Dallas, finding 1 kill. Are they going to be able to find another? The Needle work has already been used, but it is going to be Sweetway claiming up that kill. Double kill for the top side of the Panthers, and they're back in this game ahead, coming in just under 3K ahead.
And they even still got the Rift Herald too. Oh man.
Dallas coming up huge with these steals, man. That is what you want to see. This is why Dallas is that fill player. He's able to play anywhere he's needed, wherever necessary, just finding these steals in these clutch moments.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody outsmite Dallas, man. This man is a monster when it comes to playing the jungle on these champions, and it's so hard to ban him out because he plays literally everything. And when I say that, yes, he plays all jungle champs, I mean everything. He'll play whatever the hell he wants in the jungle too, so...
And, you know, don't forget, Dallas may be fed, but look at Samira. See, if that was 5-0, I would... If that Alistar didn't take 2 of those kills, whew, this game would just be over already. But, you know, Samira is still super strong, 3-0 at 10 minutes. That's definitely something you want to see. But Darwin Theory has the Prowler's Claw taking over the tower. That's a lot of damage. Bear Slap is available. Rouge Ronin going to be spotted out, though. Going to call off the play. But that could have been very, very bad for Darwin Theory because he did get that Prowler's Claw under tower. Dallas is there, though, shadowing. Rouge Ronin, though, taking those Raptors. There might be a little bit of an engagement here, a little bit of a tussle in this red side bottom side.
Well, As the bubble is going to come out, not going to hit anybody, and it looks like the Alistair is roaming up here.
Oh,
but we got to fight in the top side.
Doing some decent damage onto Sweetsway, but Sweetsway's trying to channel up that Mega Gnar. That's a lot of damage, though, but able to find the EQ combo, you know, that acceleration gate and the shock blast, doing some decent damage. Mega Gnar is going to be procced right here, right now, able to clear up that wave. And second Dragon.
I don't think that Rouge Rotor wants to contest this again.
No.
So.
He's happy with that consolation prize of the Scuttle Crab, gets some more XP. You know, should be very happy to take what he can get there. But Sweetsway taken very low as well. And, you know, Rouge Rotor trying to find something on the top side, but there's just nothing to do for him. But the Gwen is amazing, able to find something, not able to find that immunity, though, onto the sleep because it was proc right before it went up. But they're looking to dive Sweetsway. He has no Mega Gnar yet. They have very few minions. They're able to find it. It's going to be that Udyr tanking up first, and it is going to be Canterton finding that killing spree. Dallas trying to take down Dharma Theory in return, just not able to find it, though. Needlework does come out.
Yeah, unfortunately unable to get the kill there, but it is going to force the Zoe back. She does have teleport to get back into this game, and they did give the Rift Herald over to the Gnar, who did just die, so they're not even going to be able to get any advantage in that mid lane as well. The Zoe does end up staying just a little bit longer just to clear that wave, so not going to lose much of anything. Actually ahead in CS by just a tiny bit here. It is a 10 CS lead down there in the bot side, but it's 3 kills to 0, so I'm pretty sure the 10 CS doesn't matter all that much. But in that top side, it is a 30 CS lead between the two top laners there. So,
yep, it is going to be some good stuff there. You know, good leads coming in where they should be. 6 CS lead in the mid lane, 10 in the bottom lane. But the Jace is super scary here. 4-1 already, 30 CS lead as you did say. But Dallas is performing. He's able to find these shutdowns. Now, all they need to do is take this shutdown, give it to either Gwen, Orianna, or Samira, and they should be very happy with themselves.
yeah, Orianna not able to do much of anything at the current moment. Hold on.
Oh, they find it onto Rouge Ronin. He has flash. He's trying to take this Grom first. He's going to force the flash. Not able to find it over the wall. But Sweetsway on the top side trying to do something more. And they are able to find some decent work here. And they do force that summoner out of the Udyr.
As Awesome Chief takes another hit, but like you said, now has the Immortal Shield Bow, so...
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no! They're able to find the Shockwave, and Dallas claiming another kill. 2-1 for him.
Excuse me. Go continue for just a second.
Yep.
I think my nose is bleeding.
Yeah. Here. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we see things going here in the top side, pretty chill. Rift Herald was used to try and get something back in return. Maybe get a little bit gold back in his pocket, but Dallas trying to steal away this red buff, and this might going to be claimed by Rouge Ronin, able to find that one, but Dallas is trying his best to deal with Canterton and Rouge Ronin, but they're able to find the safe space, they're able to get inside, but they are able to take them down. Sweetsway trying to find something, but the TP coming in from the Zoe on the backside of this fight, but Orianna's there, Courtney doing some decent work, Sweetsway able to claim that kill, has no Mega Gnar just yet, Canterton dashing for it, has that Eclipse, he's doing so much damage, look for 2. He's looking to take down Courtney as well, but still coming in from the dissonance. Is it enough to get her away? That is the question. Has the shield, has a little bit of everything. Looking to try and get away with that blast cone, able to find it, but they are still trying to find the Orianna, but on the bottom side, Canterton, or not Canterton, Liquid Core JJ tries to find a combo, just not able to do it onto Esmond, unfortunately. Oh no! Courtney is able to stay alive. That beautiful combo from Dharma Theory is just not enough, but this could be a blue buff for either the Zoe or the Jace here. Very scary stuff. And we just see that blue buff taken away here, but Sweetsway trying to find something to Tribreaker for on Canterton, but he has no Meg. He's taking a lot of damage. He's trying to use that acceleration kit, but Dallas has that safe space. Flash forward, claims the kill. Dallas taking a shutdown for himself.
Oh, I came back at a convenient time. You were shoutcasting.
Yep, very convenient, but, you know, Sweetsway dashing forward with that Stridebreaker was enough to make sure Dallas was there in time to get that kill. 650 gold to the Gwen, you know, super strong scaling, does a lot of burst damage, a lot of true damage. That's super scary. That's something you want to be very wary of.
Yeah, already has the Riftmaker in inventory heading towards that Nash's Tooth. And I don't know if any of you guys watch Pro Play, but the moment that item comes online, those two items in tandem with each other on Gwen, she is a menace that cannot be trifled with. Now working on that second Rift Herald, the Dragons in 38 seconds, so with how strong they are, they should be able to get both, honestly.
Yep, they should be able to grab the Rift Herald. They're walking down for the Dragon. Gnar does not have the TP, trying to shove this wave. Trying to find something, but you know, just chilling right now, trying to get some vision control. Maybe do something there.
Yeah, teleport is down for the top, for the Gnar there, but it is up for Can10 there, so could see a teleport available or come down from the chase for maybe a contest here. We do see that the Rift Herald is going to be used there in the mid lane.
Gets that mid prio, and it is going to be, they might have to give this one. Rouge Ronin is the only one there, but teleport coming in from the Jace. Mega Gnar is not there to stop it. Dallas might be stuck in the pit, but the True Shot Pro is going to come through, taking some decent damage. Rouge Ronin trying to find that Bear Slap onto the Gwen, but he's taking a lot of damage from the Shock Blast. The Needlework is there, but the safe space has been used already. And Samira trying to find something. There goes the Inferno Trigger, able to find one of the Udyr, not able to find Esmond, though the healing is just too much. Can10, though, very, very strong, but so is the Gwen. Flash Forward combo is found. Dallas claiming another kill. Shockwave gonna go a little wide there. Darwin Theory able to walk away, but the poke is still there from the Zoe and the Esmond. They're trying to take this dragon down. 1,000 strength smite is not there, but Suisway has found the flag. He's found everything. Darwin Theory trying to stay alive, able to find that Strikebreaker flash away, but Flash Forward from Suisway is able to claim that kill. Esmond and Yumi are the only ones able to find their ways out.
Oh, are they going to be able to get out though?
Oh, I mean, if Alistar dies if he tries that.
Oh, they used the double sad B emote before they reset too.
I love to see it.
They did at the same time. It was synced. They were counting it too.
They knew it. They had it ready. But, you know, we see things going in favor of the Panthers as of now. You know, 4 kills on both the Gnar, on the Samira, and on the Gwen, where you want all this gold. Now, I mean, Alistar has 2 of those kills, but hey, you know, you take those.
Yeah.
Especially since everyone else is so fed. Courtney just there being that supportive mid laner, able to find some decent shockwaves, some decent shielding for her team. And, you know, has a 2 CS lead and has not died once.
Now, the downside for the downside for that shutdown onto the Samira there, it did go over to the Yumi. So
it did go over to the Yumi.
Yep. So, unfortunate for that part, but overall, it is going to be a one-team fight for Panthers there. They're going to be feeling pretty good about that. Up about 3,500 gold right now. As this game is starting to progress a little forward into that mid-game, it might get accelerated a bit faster than what either team was intending, because they're on Soul Point here. They've gotten all 3 dragons here, and the next dragon will be spawning in another 3 minutes. And once that soul is picked up, it is a mountain soul, and hold on.
Jazzy found on the mid lane, but they're not able to find much out of it. Half health, though, on Courtney, so she will be forced to take that base there. Barrier was also popped.
Yeah, I think having to burn that barrier there is probably the correct choice. The Zoe does have a lot of damage with that Ludens and the Sork boots there, so probably, yeah, a lot of pen. Probably was a little bit afraid of the kill there, and remember that the Ludens does give magic pen for every completed legendary item there, so.
Ludens also just does a lot of amp damage there with that Echo. Does some decent work, but, you know, Zoe may be 0-4, but she still does a lot of poke over the wall very, very easily. And, that Divine Sunder doing some decent work here into the Alistar. Oh, Dallas gonna be slept there. Safe space is used, trying to find something, and that's a lot of damage with the Shockwave ones too. They're trying to find Darwin before they are able to take him down by Rouge Ronin and claiming that kill. Oh, it is gonna be going over to the Zoe though, and Sweetsway might be trying to catch our Can10. That's some decent damage. Mega Gnar is almost available, but they're flashing onto Courtney, trying to take her down first. And Can10 is there. He's able to find the Gnar into the wall. Not able to find that wallop though. Rouge Ronin able to find the Bear Slap, and he's trying to turn it around, and he is able to turn it down, take down that kill, but it is gonna be the shutdown over to the Udyr. But that shutdown on the Gwen went over to the Zoe.
Yeah, that is actually a lot of gold going back into the pockets of Gators there, so, and unfortunately, well, I would say fortunately, goes into the pockets of that Zoe that shut down. She has been struggling a little bit, 1-5, but I would have probably preferred to see it on that Jace, just because he's the strongest man of the team. Getting him further accelerated could make it hard for the enemy team to fight back. But with the Zoe picking it up, it does give her a little bit more power, make it a little bit harder for the enemy team to just blindly go into choke points or fight for these neutral objectives, because every single caster knows that Zoe's strongest point is neutral objective control, with the zoning from the bubble, with the Qs over the wall as well. So,
yep, it's very, very scary. But Dallas might be trying to find something there, you know, pinging there. But they are able to find something on Darwin Theory. Drowsy's going to land onto Zoe, but, you know, flash away, takes the other flash, trying to find something, though. Riftmaker is used, but it is going to be at the cost of the real flash.
yeah. Another ball going to come in, but not
I can't really
going
follow
to...
that one.
No.
Yeah, but the thing is, Zoe may have burned her real flash. She has a fake flash ready, though. But they're trying to grab this dragon here. This is Soul for the side of the Panthers. 18 seconds left on the clock, but Meganar is not there. Meganar was just used. And they are going to claim up this first tower. They should just give this tower, I think, and maybe try and get a tier 2. Their Gnar is not going to be useful in this fight. He's TPing down, though. They want this.
Yeah.
There goes the True Shot Barrage, going to land onto 1 or 2. Sorry, able to find that, though. But Esmond is strong. He has the poke, but so is the Zoe. Over the wall, Liquid Core JJ already chunked out a lot. Meganar, he's trying to build it up on the dragon, but he's only at half bar as of now. But Liquid Core JJ failing the combo, doesn't find anyone. The Shockwave's gonna go wide as well. But Dallas trying to find something. Canatin doing some decent work, but it is gonna be Sheep who finds himself alive. Has the Inferno Trigger ready. He's gonna try and make something happen, but they're winning this team fight without him. Gnar finds a beautiful ultimate, and here goes the Inferno Trigger, claims 1 kill, but the shutdown goes over onto Zoe, able to find the Alistar. Sweet Sway is trying his best, but Esmond doing some mad work, but Dallas is healthy. Dallas is strong. Needlework comes out. Exhaust comes through. Is it going to be enough? Gnar able to find something. No wall up available just yet. Also, Sheep very, very low. But the dash forward by Ezreal claims a kill. Double kill. 1 Yuumi as well. Dallas is strong, but is he enough to take down a Yuumi and an Ezreal at the same time? Courtney trying to do her best to support, but it's not. It is enough. Riley is not enough to heal, but he's going to try and take down Courtney at the same time, but it is not enough, and they are able to claim up that soul.
Oh, if they don't hurry with this dragon, though, there is double teleports available for both of the solo laners there.
Courtney, you got a base.
Oh, it looks like they aren't going to contest what they are going to give the soul. So it's going to be a 23-minute Mountain Soul for the side of the Panthers here.
Great objective control.
Yeah, that means the Elder Dragon spawning here in the next 6 minutes.
Very early.
Yeah, very early, and unfortunately, Mountain Soul kind of counters itself with the Elder Soul, so
yeah,
just a little bit.
A little bit there. Armor though gonna be very, very nice. You know, getting themselves a little bit tankier to deal with this Zoe, deal with this Ezreal. Especially with a lot of poke that they do have. This extra shield gonna mean a lot, especially for the Orianna, for the Gnar, for that Gwen even, especially in her jungle. So this Mountain Soul, very welcome sight, even though it is not the best damage soul in the game, you know, not that ocean region, but this armor and magic is definitely going to be helpful.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, we might have a...
there goes the bomb, pulverized.
Nope.
Coming out, but there goes that bubble, but they can't really do much because that's an Alistar. He has ultimate available as well, so he's not dying anytime soon.
Yeah, he has the ultimate, and he didn't really take any damage there either.
Yeah, he took 0 damage. They could barely break the Mountain Soul shield, but they're looking to start this Baron up here. Dallas has made the call. They're looking to try and take this one down. You know, Gwen shreds any objective very, very quickly. Blaststone is used, and Flash coming up on Rouge Ronin very, very soon. So they're trying to take this down. 4K on the Baron. Are they going to be able to do it? Jace takes down a tower, but does that really mean anything? When the Baron's going over, Sleep goes onto Gnar, but that doesn't really matter. Dallas finds that, but Sweet Sway not able to find the dash over the wall, or the slam over the wall. But they are going to try and back away here. Rouge Ronin trying to find some base stops there. They are split, though. They might just collapse on Dallas and Sheep. No, they're just going to be able to walk away. They're able to convene with their team and get out, get the Baron for free. Like smooth criminal.
Yeah, just gonna...
Or like cat burglars. Haha! Funny!
Pain.
But, you know, they do have to give this mid tower, though. Sweet Sway is not enough to deal with the likes of 5 members strong in the mid lane. But, you know, they are able to get back there with those Baron-powered recalls. Wait, they're looking. Strybreaker going to go wide, trying to find something. And are they going to be able to do it? Core JJ has no flash. The slows are coming through. Sleep gonna land onto Orianna. Core JJ taking a lot of poke though. He may be tanky, but that Ezreal does % health damage.
Yeah, gonna take a lot of damage there from that poke. And that is the strong point of the Gators composition, is that poking from long range. all the Ezreal, the Jace, and the Zoe all able to do it. But I feel like they've gone a little bit too many eggs in one basket here.
Hope basket is great if you're able to get ahead in the early game, which they were able to. But they just gave up every dragon, though. They weren't able to find the timers. And just not... Oh! Sleep over the wall! Look at... Oh! Yeah, that's... you know, you can't really do much there with that whirlwind.
One wall champions. Gotta love
Yeah,
them.
very fun. Oh, okay. They're pushing down this mid lane. They're 1-3-1-ing as of now, but Sweetway collapsing onto Rouge Ronin. Has no Mega, but the Bear Slap gonna come through. Phase Rush, but the Flash combo lands onto Liquid, onto Rouge Ronin, but the Phase Rush is enough to get him away. So the Flash was expended for nothing. But Dark Theory doing some decent poke. There goes the True Shot Barrage onto 2, but it's onto the 2 tanks, but Sweetway has no Mega Gnar just yet. Oh, but Gwen, look at that Gwen just split pushing. Might be able to take down the tier 3. Yep, takes the tier 3. Looking to take down this inhib as well. Gwen is immune. Gwen is immune. That's all I can see on my screen. But it's 1v2. Is Dallas going to be able to do it? He has very low mana, but that healing is insanity.
Oh my
It's the kill.
lord!
It's one. He's looking for more, but he's able to find 2. As on the other side, trying to find something in the mid lane, but it's 4v2, 4v3. Combo going to land onto Ezreal. He's taking down so much stun, so much CC, but it is not enough. Sheep forced to back away. The shield is proc, so he is able to walk away with his life. But there goes Sweetway, finds Darwin on the wall, find the stun. Is he going to be able to find the shockwave onto the Orion, or onto the Zoe? Means he's able to take her down. Sweetway finding a kill, and this could be the end of the game. They still have Baron for 25 more seconds, and they might just look for inhibs instead.
Yeah, this might. You say they look for inhibs, but they definitely have more than enough power in the game. They all dodge out of the Ezreal ultimate there. We have one player backing out. No, they are all coming in. They do want to end it, but it looks like they don't have the minions to do so. So they are going to have to back out this time around, unfortunately. There is a minion wave stacking up against them in that top side there. So we're going to have to send somebody to go and take care of that. And Elder is spawning here in 1 minute. If there is a chance, yeah, if there's a chance to come back in it, it is around that Elder Dragon.
Completely agree with you there. This Elder is the only chance that the what are they? That the Gators have to get back into this game. They need to get this Elder. That is their comeback mechanic. That is the only way into this game. Down a little bit of gold there. Like 5? No, not 5k. You know, something along those lines doesn't really matter all that much right now. Gold lead is not the most important thing in the world. But what does matter is that Elder is spawning up very, very soon. Item completions are not coming through just yet for the side of the Gators. You know, 2 items on everyone. Meanwhile, it's looking like 2.5 on everyone on the side of the Panthers. 3 on the Gwen, 3 on the Gnar.
By the way, Gnar isn't allowed to play the game anymore. Look at his scoreline.
Oh, yeah, he can't, you know, no assists, no kills, no deaths. No. He can split
not
push.
allowed. Yeah, he can split push. That's about it. But he can't play. He can't do team fights anymore. He's not allowed.
As against the rules.
Nope.
But Elder gonna be started up here for the side of the Panthers here, looking to try and take this one down real quick. And you know they just don't have the avenue in. Rouge Ronin has to run through an Alistar. Combo gonna land. I would have just headbutted him away. Rouge Ronin trying to get into the pit. Is he gonna be able to find it though? Oh no, he's not able to. And the Elder is gonna mean the team fight win for sure. They're trying to find Darwin Theory. He's taken very low, taken down instantly. And they can just end the game right here, right now. Super's in mid, Super's in bot. And Esmond trying to run away, but there goes the Flash. Trying to get himself out of there, but the Arcane Shift is enough to keep him away. Sweetway not able to find anything. Stridebreaker though is enough to slow him down. But Awesome Sheep finds one with that dashboard, and Riley gonna be taken down as well. Courtney not able to find that one, but it is going to be Sheep taking that. And, you know, the Jace split pushing, Raid splitting a little bit. You know, he knows this game is over. And this is just going to be a free win for the side of the Panthers right here, right now.
You say split pushing, but Canton actually teleported to the
Yeah, I know he teleported.
He
teleported and started splitting. Because he was like, yeah, I can't really do much here, guys. I'll get top tower, or I'll get tier 2 for Nexus. It's worth but it is going to be the great... Oh, no, Core JJ failed the combo!
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. And with that, you know, game goes over to the side of the Panthers, taking home a victory here up against the Gators, breaking this tie. If they both won game 1, not too sure what would happen there, but they do take home this victory. You know, everyone performing, not a single bad KDA other than the Nars. You know, he participated in fights. Come on, man. Not allowed to do that.
Unfortunately, he messes up the 666.
Yeah.
So not gonna have that anymore. But 8-2 and 5 from Awesome Sheep there. 4-1-14 from Courtney and Dallas on that Gwen 6-3 and 13, smiting away 2 separate neutral objectives there and controlling every other one. Core JJ. What do we say? He's a pro player. He shouldn't even be allowed down
Why
here
is
in
he even here,
LRS.
guys? Come on.
Man, but he is here and he is smurfing on people quite easily. We haven't caught him in the act of smurfing yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah. And with that, though, great victory coming in from the Panthers here. Apparently, they went 2-0 tonight. Great moves from them coming up in the standings, 6-4 as of now, taking home a great 2-0 week. What more can you ask for? When you get Dallas to come there and help you guys out there. That's why the Dallas diff is a thing, right? So, happy with their performance there. Dallas doing the most damage on his team. Cannaton tried his heart out, see that damage? Just wasn't enough, though, unfortunately. But Esmond also trying, but you can't really do that much when the Gwen is Omega fed because that champion is really balanced.
Yeah, and look what the next item after the Zonyas are going to be. It
Yeah,
looks like it's going to be a death cap. Oh, man.
Oh, no, that damage is just going to be too insane. Luckily, Dallas didn't get to that point. So with that, we should have the poll open very, very soon. Vote for your player of the game, whoever you thought deserved that game or that MVP there. So we'll be right back after a quick break. Hopefully you guys vote for player of the game. I think there were a lot of players who did deserve it. I don't think you should give it to the pro player though. That's a little bit too much. Pro player is just too strong there.
Yeah.
But
he's not actually a pro player. Don't listen to us. We're just messing with you guys.
memeing. We're just memeing. We're just memeing.
He's not actually Core JJ. Before anybody starts saying, "Oh, he's smurfing" and reporting him to the mods and admins, no, he's just a player with his name.
Yep, but overall though, well played from the side of the Panthers, finding advantages after they lost that early game, after that first blood was given, after the double kill. This 3-1 J start, very scary thought, but they're able to come back, find their footing, and take home this game through objectives. And with that, we'll be right back. We'll have a little bit of discussion here, so take care, everyone. We shall be right back.